Greetings, programs, and welcome to ArcNeo Reviews, where I figured we'd do something a little bit fun today. So, we're going to do a double feature of Transformers Generations, Legends Class, Poweglide, and Viper. So, as you can see, these guys are, they're mold mates, just a Decepticon and Autobot version of the same jet. There is a extra little, Gatling gun coming out of the nose of Poweglide that is not on Viper. But the thing with these guys is they're actually triple changers. Not only do they go from plane to robot, but they also have a gun mode that was meant to be used by, Minosaur or, someone like that. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to run through transformations using Viper, but then I'll pull in Poweglide just to show you what he looks like in that mode. But, to start, we actually are going to look at Poweglide first, just so you can get, up-close view of the figure. Little Legends Class 810, I guess they call it a Thunderbolt now, but I'm a kid born in the 90s. To me, this is called a Warthog, and I will always call it a Warthog. So, the robot arms are a little obvious, not just from underneath, but very clearly he's doing a backwards, Superman uppercut as he flies. They both are. Landing gear does fold up. Back landing gear is just kind of sticking off there. Overall, for its size, it does still end up being one of the better Legends class, plane Transformers I've seen. So, get him out of the way for a bit. And go ahead and grab Viper. And, I'm sure some of you have already noticed, Viper has a Cobra logo. So, yeah, this is both a Transformers figure and a G.I. Joe figure, which is really, really cool. So, as you can see, done in a really, really nice, almost purple, navy color. Bright red, chest with the Cobra insignia right down there. Same, Superman uppercut, fists going on. Really, really cool little figure. So, first thing we're going to do is the gun mode. And, key thing with the gun mode, I'm leaving the landing gear out on this. The landing gear actually is molded round. So this is actually also your gun handle, which is neat, actually. I haven't really seen that done before. But to get into gun mode is really quick. You're just going to come back here, untab the wing from right there, and see a little hole right there at the base of the wing, and then fold it up, and this will tab in right there. And same thing on the other side. Not the underside, but the other side. Also, I don't know why my camera has been getting pickier with focusing, so if it's doing weird stuff, I apologize. I am still tweaking my lighting and everything, and I think I'm just making it very unhappy from that. Then you're going to actually go ahead and slide the rear engines down on these little, just little tracks. And be careful, because you can actually just slide them off the end if you're not careful. They're supposed to stop. They normally do stop, but it's still very easy to just push a little too hard and send it flying. But you're going to go ahead, get it like that, and then come right back here. What's obviously going to be the legs actually pegs in to the bottom side of this panel. So you're going to unpeg them, fold this panel up, and you'll see that actually reveals a crosshair laser sight kind of thing. Just go ahead, stand it up, straighten everything back out, and there you've got the gun mode. I've seen with these back fins, putting them up like this, folding them flat. I like how it looks this way, but, you know, do whatever you want. It's a toy. Hasbro does not come knocking on your door if you do it wrong. But you get this actually pretty decent little gun. I do appreciate how, like, the missile racks that are on the arms, you know, come into play in this mode. All the thrusters end up becoming the barrels. Especially on him, you get that bright red sight just popping out the back there. And it makes for a really, really cool weapon. I don't, unfortunately, have any combiners that I could put him in the hand of. But, you know what? Go ahead, give me a second. I'll find someone who can wield him properly. Alright, Siege Megatron it is. So, as you can see, you know, pretty decent sized gun, you know, looks a little silly to have a, you know, a Voyager class figure using him, but overall, you know, it works. It is in that awkward position that likes to make the focus, you know, very confused, but yeah, it works. It looks cool. So, you know, maybe don't give it to a deluxe class figure. That's definitely just gonna look bizarre. But Voyager and up, even the new, smaller Voyagers, yeah, it works. It looks pretty cool. So, pop him out of his hand. Get Megatron out of here. And here we have Poweglide in his gun mode. So, as you can see, exact same thing. Just red and tan. Got a blue sight back there. Trying to keep it focused. The missiles aren't as, you know, picked out as they are on Viper, so you do just get kind of a wall of black. But it still works, does the job. Still looks pretty cool. You know, I'm definitely not going to complain. This was actually the first version of the figure that I got, and I liked him enough to even bother getting Viper. So, you know, take that for what you will, as the camera, once again, is not sure how to focus. Unfortunately, I think it might be this new bottom here. I like how this looks, but I think the camera can't quite handle it. And when you're dealing with things up close, I can't really afford to turn off the autofocus. But overall, looks pretty good. Here he is being used by leader class. Let's see, this is Power of the Primes Optimus. Too many Optimus figures, I have to stop and think about which one this is. But yeah, definitely a little bit better scaled for a leader class figure. Looks really good though. Definitely one of the more successful, like, Legends class figures that turns into a gun. So props to that. I definitely am a fan of the gun mode, which usually these third modes I'm not too big of a fan of, unless it's like a mini-con or something. But this guy actually does manage to pull it off pretty well. If you're wondering why I'm holding this guy instead of just letting him stand, loose ankles. I need to tighten these up. That's actually I'm going to be working on that soon here. Then give this guy a video. He needs a video. He's awesome, but loose ankles, especially this one, needs fixed. Then he gets a video. Okay, and now we're back with Viper, and so we're going to go ahead and get him into his robot mode. And the robot mode does just very easily come off of the gun mode. Go ahead and push these back up. You can go ahead and push them up, you know, all the way. I'm not entirely sure, like, the official spot they're supposed to be. The instructions are not clear. I like to push them all the way up, though, for robot mode. Then fold the fins up all the way. Unpeg the legs from each other. Go ahead and fold out his feet right down here. Gonna unpeg the arms from the wings. And just go ahead and straighten them out. Then you're going to actually come back here, raise up this kind of centerpiece, fold the gun down, the landing gear down in, and then shift this back on that double hinge, and it'll lock in place down here. Go ahead, you can either just leave this up like that, or, you know, bring it down. It will interfere with his legs going backwards, but not too bad. Nothing, you know, game-breaking or, you know, ruining of the figure. And then, the slightly tricky part, you need to get a hold of just the nose of the plane, turn that around to reveal the face. And there you have Viper in his robot mode. And this guy is way better than he has any right to be. For just this little Legends class guy, this is a really, really good robot mode, actually. To be fair, other than this, you know, flap right here, I wouldn't even really say that this guy's got kibble. Like, the wing, the jets and, you know, the tail wings and stuff, that's just part of his leg. Again, you know, the wings coming up here, that's just part of his shoulders. That's just the design of, you know, this robot mode and this alt mode. So, overall, yeah, I'm a big fan. See if I can get to focus on his chest there so you can get a better shot of that, you know, hybrid Cobra and Decepticon symbol. Kind of a cool, almost just gas mask and, you know, aviation mask kind of thing going on for the face. Really love the face. Posability, the arms are on, shoulders are a ball joint, so the arms can go out all the way. Full rotation. He's got a really, really deep elbow bend. Obviously you can turn the head. There is only a rotation. It doesn't have any kind of up and down or anything. Nothing really at the waist. And then the hips are a ball joint, so you can kick out, kick forward. If you get this flap up out of the way, you can kick back that far. Knees are also a ball joint, so you get a rotation there, as well as little bit over 90 degrees of bend. And then you can shift the feet forward a little, but they are kind of locked in, so like, the next stopping point is there. But depending on how dynamic of a pose you're going for, that's what you've got. So, get him out of the way for a second. And here we have Poweglide in robot mode. And clearly this was like the original version of the mold. And this is actually a really, really good representation of the G1 character in, you know, Legends scale. You know, the tan and red looks really good. He's got that great, you know, mouth plate, you know, face going on. Nice big Autobot symbol there on the chest. A little bit of blue down there. You know, same panel coming off his butt. Exact same posability as you'd expect, since, again, this is, you know, the original version of the mold. But yeah, of some of the smaller, you know, especially the newer Legends figures that tended to be a little bit hit and miss, these two are great. So, definitely worth picking these guys up, especially if you can find both of them, because they make good rivals for each other, or just grab, you know, Viper, because it's incredible to have a Transformer with a G.I. Joe logo on it. That is awesome. But yeah, straight up, really great figures. Definitely worth your time in adding to your collection. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.